Have you ever felt invisible, even when you're surrounded by people? Dear Evan Hansen by Emmich tells the story of a teenage boy named Evan who struggles with anxiety, loneliness, and a deep desire to be seen. One day, a classmate named Connor takes the therapy letter Evan wrote to himself. A few days later, Connor dies by suicide. And when his parents find the letter, they believe it was Connor's suicide note to his only friend, Evan. Evan doesn't correct them. And through that lie, he's drawn into a life of a grieving family, feeling seen and needed for the first time. The scene I chose comes at a breaking point, when the truth begins to surface and everything Evan has built starts to fall apart. I chose this scene because it shows how sometimes telling the truth doesn't come from bravery, but from the quiet honesty of saying, I messed up and I'm sorry. This is Dear Evan Hansen. Cynthia is in her husband's face. When he threatened to kill himself the first time, do you remember what you said? Oh, for Christ's sake, Larry says. He just wants attention. I'm not going to stand here and defend myself, Larry says, retreating to the window. Cynthia won't give up. He was getting better. Ask Evan. Tell him, Evan. Me? My foot stops pounding. I try to speak, to say something. Try my broken record. Evan did everything in his power to help him, Cynthia says. That's how much he cared. She paints me like a hero, but underneath this mask is a monster. You don't think I cared? Larry says, facing the window. It might be hard for you to believe, but I loved him just as much as you did. It moves me, but not Cynthia. Then what about the note, Mary? She says, retrieving it from a drawer. She places the letter on the table. It's right here. I wish everything was different. He wanted to be different. He wanted to be better. Larry turns back. I did the best I could. I tried to help him the only way I knew how, and if that's not good enough, I stare ahead. Listening, not listening. In my days, I barely registered the object at the center of the table. The table I've been sitting in now for over an hour. The table I've somehow, against all odds and ends, been invited to eat at night after night for weeks. I don't see the object, then I do. It's the source of everything, the thing that made me the liar that I am. My letter. My eyes land on the last paragraph. I wish that everything was different. I turn away. I can't bear to look at it, at myself, at what I've done. What have I done? He was trying to be better, Cynthia says. He was trying. A buzzing, starting at my core. And he was failing, Larry says, buzzing to my bones and blood and skin. Cynthia pounds the table. We failed him. No. The sound of my voice startles us all. Everyone falls silent. You didn't fail him? Cynthia lifts the letter. That damn letter. Look at what he wrote, Evan. No, not anymore. This feeling in my chest, this giant mass of hurt, building and building and building. I can't hold it any longer. This guilt and pain and angst climbing down my throat, strangling my gut, seizing my entire being, totally and completely. I can't go on with this inside of me. Try, fail, try. I shut my eyes and he didn't. Write it. I wrote it. You didn't write Connor's suicide note, Evan. This poor woman. Her trust in me. The thought of it stings my eyes. One drop, and then another. The mass inside leaking out. I breathed. I tried to breathe. It was an assignment from my therapist. Write a letter to yourself, a pep talk. Dear Evan Hansen, today is going to be an amazing day, and here's why. Larry leans over the table, eyes searching. I don't understand. I was supposed to bring it to my appointment. Connor took it from me, and he must have had it with him when you found him. Larry sits down, sinking in his chair. His mind can't process it. No, Cynthia says, unwilling to believe. No, there were emails, Cynthia says. You showed us the emails. A fairy tale friendship, a sad invention. You knew about the orchard? Larry says. He took you to the orchard. And that's where you broke your arm, Cynthia says. A web of lies, weaved bit by bit, now tangled around me. Because the truth hurts too much. Not a funny story at all. No. What really happened is, I broke my arm at Ellison Park by myself. Cynthia stands. No! That day at the orchard, you and Connor at the orchard. She looks at me. Really looks at me. And that's all it takes. Oh, God, she says. Cynthia jumps up from the table. There's only Larry now. I wait for him to crush me, the way I deserve. I want it to happen. I yearn for it. I wait. After a moment, he has only one thing to say. Please leave. It's the please that destroys me. Thank you.